Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum fubu days. I got dreams of being Hova, action movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay with ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you laid down. Luckily, so, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Oh,
So who's the best team?
the best team will be
The Rams? I'm gonna pick Dad's team. Pick Dad's team. I'm ready.
Or you could do this. Madden.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault.
Who is this?
What's up, Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault.
Me on right now.
No car. I want that car. I'm tripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drip. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling no guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted those at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get your fighting like this Jerry Springer.
All you do is just press X. If you see these, boom, boom. Say hi. That's all you do.
Oh, give me that.
Just run your face.
How do you make it out? Oh, dang.
That's the guy number R1.
What?
Yeah, you have to go like this, you have to sprint and then go like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, dang.
Yeah, and then...
Alright, I think I'm ready to play again.
Wait. My turn now, kid.
Come on.
Yeah, sweep, and then this, I'm gonna show you how it would look like it. I just want to see your defense. You want to be the legend or this team?
The Legends.
This is just the all-stars. Watch.
Wait, how do you...
You
Wait,
kind of like
so-
step back. And
I'm gonna... How do you switch people so I can switch
Circle.
Circle, okay.
You have to like do this. And see how it's like.
I'm aggressive easy.
Yeah, see. Ooh, you got number 50.
I was both over 620. Go.
I want to do this one. Oh, I'm gone. Okay, I cannot be this team right now. I cannot be the Seahawks. Like, I'm gonna have to be a great.
In the morning and they in my home. My bank accounts froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones to get hair off. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank accounts froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many to handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones to get hair off. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank accounts froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong?
Jerry Rice.
From talking on the phones.
I think you have Jerry Rice and Jake Rice, and you might have Palomar. And then I might do.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hello again, everybody.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Madden Legends. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Then they get to come up with something big here on third.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Leading this crew out is their electrifying signal caller, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL MVP. You all know him, Steve Young.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be.
I'm always so mad at him.
How is it funny? I don't even care, bro.
Focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good.
What are you even talking about? don't care. Man.
Two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Young on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson buying time to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here's Jackson to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And that would...
It's not like you... How?
What's she say? You should say it was a prank and then all of a sudden, boom, it's not.
No, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
As a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make them play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a... Yard on the play.
Wait. Wait.
Oh, I thought you said I.
I should love me for a while.
And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I thought you said that, so I was just saying you screwed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems stacked.
Bro, you was right. I try to be happy and everything when I'm around you. You don't bring any of my problems to you. I try, but but I want you to be you around me. I don't to be
Wait, is Oeli a redhead?
Nope. Thank God.
I was just saying, that's Valeria.
At 22,985 yards. Well, let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
But the real thing is I'm scared to be myself.
We paused too much. Okay, we paused too much. Yeah, we paused too much. Yeah, we paused too much.
No matter. Ain't nobody watching this anyways. I'm sorry.
But we paused too much. I'm gonna stream Fortnite, guys. I'm just gonna be...
There's no one on. No one hears this.
Anybody can hear it.
Yeah, the people that are listening to this conversation.
In LA, hey, I should change the time.
That's context. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And give him a gain of 37. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's The first down run with Collins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
So why are you taking them out on me?
That's all Valeria, baby. That's all Valeria, baby. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. I have an open receiver. I'm pressing A. I am done. Yes!
Space to run past the 20. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No party, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down in front of the ball.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare.
What'd you get that?
It's tape. Look what Jared did.
Dang.
It's the size of my finger. I just need to go. That's a whole damn lie. She gonna be like this. She just did this sick. I'm gonna go cry. And then she just goes on her phone, just goes on. Toasting! Yeah. Why does this look like an exclamation point? Exclamation point. You suck ball sacks. We haven't even got past the first half.
I don't care. Okay, come on.
They need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
You got 8 seconds.
Bro, I said.
2nd down, Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Steve Young throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive positions, able to affect the play.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got him in. It's Brown. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trying to punch it in with Collins. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Young with the give to Sanders. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Jones on the return. Oh, jumping over. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Flush to his right. That'll be tipped and intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Now the ball comes loose. And does the defense have what they do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Young. Outside, complete to Sherman. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Okay.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the set. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Eluding the pressure right. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And how about this, a fake? Escaping the pressure right. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative-yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. Now Young, and this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Oh, yes, please.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Drops it underneath for Collins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm like, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control.
Chimichangas for me. Lunch break. Lunch break. Play. There she goes. She's a brick.
Somebody else.
So everybody in a group chat can start texting you.
Wow.
Control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the carry, here's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown. 31 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Good. Okay.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st and 10, Young. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barry Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Just 3rd and 4. Now Young got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy that has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as... An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Young, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That'll be caught over the middle by Morris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a second down throw for Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Young now. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want. Oh, they flip it to the kick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. He can run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first. First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th.
Automatic first down.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Young to Rice for a Madden Legends 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Oh, no, he wants the football. And the offense will get this one back, where that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
want to just keep playing or look at this red box real quick?
Look at the red box. No, just go into the website.
There's no website.
Let me see it though.
Shopping. What? Oh my.
Oh, what are you doing? Go up. Nigga. You were like, where the fuck is it? Angry Birds?
Nope.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it's on Scooby-Doo. I thought that was Scooby-Doo.
Want to see this?
No.
We've probably seen everything on this list.
We can watch the thing on my phone, on my computer.
But then it starts lagging and stuff. Stuber.
She's not gonna let us get a lot of stuff.
What do you want us to get? More Shaft. More Shaft. More Shaft.
No.
Why?
It's a regular movie.
And
Can't watch a lot of stuff.
oh my gosh.
Look at games.
We're not gonna play the game because it's gonna be.
There's literally nothing here. I just want to watch. I would just watch Angry Birds because I got the new bootleg site 1, 2, 3 movies.
I mean, we can get Jedi Fallen Order for now.
You can't get Jedi.
Yes, you can.
Not Fallen Order. That's. No, I mean as movies.
That's not. I meant for games. You wanted me to look at games? I'm looking at games. We got Jedi Fallen Order, Jumanji the game, Zombieland Double Tap, 2K20, Borderlands 3, Madden 20.
I'm okay. I just want to see Angry Birds. I don't know what else to see. That's like the only thing that's not right.
Bro,
We're probably not even gonna watch a movie.
Why?
Because we're. How long are you staying for?
The whole night.
Just today?
I have a whole bunch of
Like what?
stuff. Like, I want to go shopping with my mom. And then I have to go to this thing on Friday.
What's the thing?
I don't fucking know. Something, I don't know. We can watch Toy Story 4. We can watch Aladdin. Excuse me. We can watch MIB, the new one.
Oh, Godzilla. No. I think that's PG-13.
I don't want to see this.
That's like the only movie that's not. That's actually action-packed.
Dora is action-packed.
Do you want to see Dora?
Maybe. Depends.
Calling on.
There's Detective Pikachu.
Watched that already.
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Penis?
Phoenix.
Oh, they said dark penis. Get the dark penis. The dark penis. Various of dark penises. I got the phone, you dumbass.
Huh? Could you sugar change?
You couldn't know.
Don't fuck.
Police, we got a intruder. 2765 miles on your screen. Thank you.
You're kidding.
Hey, we found a red box movie.
X-Men: The Dark Phoenix.
X-Men: The Dark Phoenix. Yes. Okay. Yes. Wait, is it in stock? What is the nearest red box agent?
I have to look. To us?
Yeah.
Probably the one at Century.
No, does it say it's at there?
I don't know. It doesn't show. Probably. Buy that box nearby. I don't know.
Zip code. X-Men Dark Phoenix. Oh. Bye.
I found it.
No, I'm trying to find it.
Really? You're not even looking.
Why did it have sound? Why did it have sound?
For the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Why did you say not true?
No, bitch. I don't even give a fuck.
Come on, 13.
Moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
I want 10 time name. Shut the fuck up, boy. Nobody asked you. Let's go. Come on. Interception, baby. Let's go. Baby. Oh, my God. With the B-U-C.
Here we go now.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, eluding the pressure right.
What am I doing?
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh!
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just...
Want me to be the Bucks I was talking that made a Bucks? Yeah, now guess what? Okay. Guys, I'm in the stream here because that was all. That's all, folks. And subscribe to me